Welcome to another exciting episode of... I'm sorry. Hello there everybody, it's your homie Brandon from H&HF Favoured, and I am back once again with another video for you guys. I'm sorry that Kash and Denz are not here with me. This is something that just came up on my mind. It's like I just gotta record it right now. So a lot of you guys out there are probably keeping up with the NBA playoffs, and so I decided, why don't I make a video about it? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tackle this NBA first round playoffs. Now before you guys get on me be like, oh Brandon, the playoffs have already begun and everything. Game 2 has already happened. I know, I'm recording this on Monday, it's going out on Tuesday. So I probably won't have the results of Monday's games already. So bear with me. I'm giving you my thoughts right now. First thing on the list I see here is the Toronto Raptors versus the Indiana Pacers. Game 2. Toronto. I love this city. There's some good people in Toronto and everything, but it's like I've fallen under a victim that every time I pick Toronto to win, they have always let me down, and I don't know. I'm stuck. I know Toronto has played really good this year. I know that. I know they've played really good this year, but it all comes down to the two keys, and that's DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. If Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan are on point like they've been playing all year, then I can see the Toronto Raptors winning this in 6 games. However, I can't take away from the credit Frank Vogel has done for this team, and Paul George. We all know this guy's big time. He's come up big time in playoffs before. Man had that leg injury last year or the year before that. I'm not sure, but we all know what Paul George is capable of. So if Indiana somehow wins this in 6 instead, then it wouldn't be a surprise to me. Next thing I see on the list, Game 2, Oklahoma City versus the Dallas Mavericks in Oklahoma City. Let's just face it. Oklahoma City, they wiped the floor on Saturday with the Mavericks. Durant and Westbrook, they combined for like 50 something points? I'm not sure. But all I know is the game was over within the 3rd quarter. So I suspect this is gonna be 4-game sweep. I don't know. Maybe Dallas finds some way to beat them and is able to steal 1 game. But I really see this being a very short series. That's all there is to say about it. Next on the list, I see Houston Rockets at Golden State. Game 2. This is quite the touchy topic. For those of you who know me, who know my interest in sports, y'all know that I am not too fond of the Golden State Warriors. If y'all follow my tweets, you see that I'm just anti-Warriors. But I'm not stupid, people. I'm not stupid. Golden State Warriors are gonna beat the Houston Rockets. I give the benefit of the doubt to Houston. They'll at least be able to get 1 game if they're lucky. If James Harden decides to play the biggest basketball of his life, they could easily squeeze out 2. But it's 73-9 is not something to look over. Like the team is good. No matter how much I hate to say it, they're good. But yeah, Golden State Warriors won Game 1. They're gonna win tonight, I think it is. With you guys, y'all watching this on Tuesday, they're gonna beat them last night. Next on our list, I see Atlanta Hawks versus the Boston Celtics in Atlanta. Atlanta won Game 1 by 1 point. I think it was 102 to 101. Yes, Boston lost a key player in Avery Bradley to a hamstring injury. They said he's not going to be playing for the rest of the series. So I just feel like that took a very huge blow to Boston's chances. Atlanta probably going to win this in 5 or 6 games. We'll I don't know. I haven't been following that series much, but Atlanta, they were the number 1 seed last year. I think the only major key they lost was who was it? Damari Carroll, who's on the Raptors now. Well, they're still 4th seed, so they must be doing something right. Next up, Spurs versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Spurs won game 1 in convincing fashion, might I add. Spurs are probably gonna sweep the series. Spurs are just. Here's why I hold the Spurs. The Spurs, New England Patriots, they're both those teams. They're both those teams that just, no matter what they do, they're just consistently good because they got good system, they got good players. They make do with what they have. They don't have all-stars like LeBron, but they have very good players that get the job done for them. So the Spurs are probably gonna win 4 games. Like, Marc Gasol's out. Like, he was the heart and soul of that team. I think Mike Conley's out. I think Zach Randolph. Like, what happened to you, Zach? He used to be that guy. Yeah, Spurs in 4. They already won 1 game, 3 more to go. Next up here, I see the Charlotte Hornets at the Miami Heat. Charlotte Hornets, y'all look super sloppy yesterday. How you let Luol Deng score 31 points? How you only missed 2 shots the entire game? Was it 2 shots or was it 3? I don't know. But the point is, Luol Deng was on fire. He torched them. I have Miami winning in 5 or 6. They've got a really good team. I never expected the Miami Heat to be doing that well as they did yesterday without Chris Bosh. And they lost LeBron. And they finished 3rd in the East. I was like, wow, Pat Riley, you really had a help for LeBron there, man. Like, damn. Like, Miami could be a major problem in this playoff. So, jeez, wow. Next we have the Los Angeles Clippers and the Portland Trail Blazers. The Los Angeles Clippers, they're always going to be that team that they have the requisite weapons to go all the way, but for some reason whenever they play, it's like, what the hell is going on? Like, I remember at the beginning of the season, people had the Los Angeles Clippers going all the way to the finals and potentially winning out. But it's like, I don't know what's going on. There's days where they're playing well with Blake Griffin. There's days where they're playing not so well with Blake Griffin. There's days when they are playing well with Chris Paul, scoring 30 points and averaging 11 assists or so. There's days where the hacker DeAndre Jordan just gets to them and they lose the game. But I don't know, but I think they're gonna beat the Trailblazers. They already beat them once. They were blowing them out at one point in the game. I just feel like the Portland Trailblazers, they as much as Damian Lillard is balling out, I just don't think they'll be able to get it done against the Clippers. So I have the Clippers in 5 or 6. That's just how it is. And last, and certainly not least, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Detroit Pistons. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, Brandon's just a LeBron fan, like, that's why he left Cleveland Cavaliers for last. The only reason why I left it last is because of all the games that I've watched over this weekend. This game was the most interesting game. Like, it felt very playoff-like. Like, there was back and forth, people were hitting their shot. It was very competitive. It was competitive down to the last minute. Unlike most of these games where, like, it kind of ended in the 3rd quarter, ended beginning of the 4th quarter. It could have gone either way. The Detroit Pistons played well enough to win, minus the fact that Bobby Shmurda decided to get all up in the ref space and roll up on him with the burners and everything. But aside from that, this game was pretty close. Cleveland won the game because obviously they have LeBron James, but this game could potentially go to 6 games. It potentially every single game is gonna be competitive. So that's what I like about the playoff environment. Like, I don't need blowout wins. That's what the regular season's for. Give me something competitive that mans have to grind it out, work for every single win. So, but yeah, Cleveland in 6. preferably a sweep, because you know I'm not trying to see Kyrie or Kevin Love get injured and then LeBron goes back to the finals and loses again and then have to go back into hiding again. But that's all I have for now. I'll probably do another one of these videos for the second round. If y'all like these videos, give it a big thumbs up. If y'all don't like it, give it a big thumbs down. Tell me why you don't like it. Maybe you just don't like hearing me speak. Maybe you don't like my face. But give me a reason why you don't like it. I love dislikes. Like, y'all don't understand. Dislikes help you improve. Like, a lot of people look at dislikes, oh, he's probably hating. Maybe they're disliking the video because like maybe they didn't like something you did. Help them improve their video content. But with all that being said, all the other links and stuff will be down in the description and everything. And well, that's all I have to say. Just hope y'all enjoyed these NBA playoffs. I know I will. Almost every year I watch them, even though I'm not happy with the results because LeBron probably gonna lose again. But I digress. Peace out.